Hello everyone, this is Varsha and you are watching the series of success stories brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. So as you all know, in this segment of ours, we talk about the prominent achievers of our country who have made India proud in some way or the other. The main focus of our series is to make you all know about the success and achievements of our prominent guests. So, today, in the same sequence, we have with us Mr. Sekhar Babu Puli, who is the General Manager of MSN Laboratories Private Limited. But before we actually start the conversation with him, let's quickly have a look at a very small video telling you about what we actually do.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Hello, sir, how are you?
I'm doing great, Varsha. How about you?
All good, sir. Thank you so very much for asking. So, before we actually start the conversation, please tell us a bit more about yourself, as in who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so my name is Sekhar Babu Puli. I'm basically a packaging professional. I have 20 plus years of industrial experience in the field of packaging research and development. Currently, I'm working with a company called MSN Laboratories, and MSN is a fast-growing company, both in the API and finished dosage formulations. We have a wide variety of dosage forms covering, solid orals, liquid orals, powder for suspensions. Then we have complex injectables, ophthalmics. So we cover a broader spectrum of products. And MSN has a vision, to have a global reach with affordable world-class medicines, basically. Right, that's about MSN. And before to MSN, I have worked with companies like Sprite Pharma Science Limited from Bangalore, and before to that, Astron Research Limited and Aravindo Pharma Limited. So this is about my professional journey. And on the personal front, I, along with my wife, we have two children who are there into schooling. And I basically interested in, in the free time, I'm interested in reading books, then spending some quality time with family, friends, and exploring new places. So I am basically a overall, packaging passionate professional. So that's all about me, and I'm very introvert and a calm and a simple person in nature, actually.
Lovely, sir. So, nothing comes that easy to us, and I'm pretty sure that you must have also had certain sort of challenges in your professional journey so far. So, if you can please talk about those challenges and also the overcomings for the same.
I think challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming those challenges is what makes life meaningful. That's what I believe, and I always try to see challenges as an opportunities, because when you attend to these challenges, we always try to end up with learning a great lesson, and this would help us to progress forward in the life. And when I look back now, all those challenges are really made me a person what I am today. So I really take challenges as opportunities. And yes, my journey, when I begin my career, it was not so easy because I'm basically from the packaging field. And when I entered into the pharmaceutical industry as a packaging technologist, a lot of people don't know what actually is packaging because they always get confused between the packing and the packaging. They barely believe that packing is just wrapping a product and that's it, it's all done. But we all know that packaging is an art, science, and technology, and packaging is a integral part of product actually. So with packaging, we can do wonders, and packaging plays a pivotal role in protecting the drug products. I being in the pharmaceutical industry, I always see that this is basically a life-saving and life-sustaining industry, and the packaging metal that you select has to maintain its drug quality, purity, safety, and efficacy. That's the importance of packaging, and we made people to get aware of this differentiation between the packing and the packaging. And eventually, of course, they have to, and touch wood, even the regulators during the auditing process also knows the importance of packaging, and they emphasize the need of packaging in the pharmaceutical space. Packaging actually is a value addition, and packaging creates a brand value to your product. So it works as a silent sales person, and the final contact between your product and the patient or consumer is actually packaging. So through packaging, we convey a lot of information, and one of my mentor has mentioned actually packaging is your second physician. That's how the packaging aids the patient to get more about your product. So apart from that, the core front, we have seen a lot of challenges in the field of packaging. Always one of the biggest challenge, even now, what we see is that balancing the cost, because to be competitive in the market and to be ahead in the curve, we need to always try to innovate the packaging to differentiate your product. And while doing so, sometimes we end up with more cost, and but still you have to be competitive enough in the market. So balancing the regulator requirements, balancing the manufacturing needs and the product requirements to enhance the product stability and to have extended shelf life, we need to select sometimes a superior packaging material, but at the same time balancing the cost and being competitive in the market is a bit challenging. And I think with finding some alternative materials and alternative vendors introduction, we made it so competitive, and it's a process which we have to do every day. And these challenges we have faced it, and of course that's what we are able to succeed by doing all these stuff.
Amazing, sir. So now, talking about the future, everyone do plans for their future. So what further plans are you having for yourself in the upcoming years? So if you can also share a bit of those plans with us.
Well, Varsha, actually, coming to the future, basically in the pharmaceutical industry, we are seeing the development of pharmaceutical industry is very rapid now. There is a lot of new drug delivery systems that are getting introduced in the product developmental process, be it transdermal patches, be it metered dose inhalers. In injectables, we have auto injectors, pen devices, wearable devices, and there are a lot of technologies also that are getting evolved, and a lot of automation that has been taking place now. So in pharmaceutical now, because of these different novel drug delivery systems, and being a packaging technologist, I need to upskill my expertise in this domain, and adopt all these technologies into my work area to give a better patient experience, a positive patient experience, and a patient-centric model of packaging design, which I would like to do. And also, currently, I try to give the lot of packaging technical knowledge to the next generation, so I would like to continue in the future, so that the young generation is going to take up the next future requirements.
Right, sir. And I wish you all the success for all these plans of yours as well.
Thank you.
Right. So now moving ahead and talking about this Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative, which has been taken by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. Though the concept is something which has been there within us from last many years, but actually this pandemic situation has made us all realize how important it is to become self-reliant. So I would like to know about your opinions on this campaign, please.
Yes, Atmanirbhar Bharat is a very good initiative initiated by Sri Narendra Modi ji, no doubt about it. And vocal for local, make in India, and being self-reliant is definitely going to put India as a country in a global reach, no doubt about it. But still a lot of progress that we need to happen, because many of the key starting materials and input materials comes from abroad, and we just convert these into the products. nor we bring the components here and we do the assembling. So we are basically at the moment more of converting and assembling companies. Rather, we need to also become a domain expert from the resource, from the end-to-end development of the products and the finished products. That's how we need to go. A long way to go, but this is going to definitely help for the future generation to be self-reliant and even from India to look as a role model to the other countries.
Right, sir. So now, as we have discussed about your professional journey so far, and also the plans that you're having in future, if you can also talk about your social initiatives.
Yes, coming to social initiatives in the packaging domain, actually, because packaging material, once the product is accessed by the consumer, the what it ends up is the packaging, and which is actually a waste. So, how can we reduce the packaging material waste? Is what something we always try to look up while designing a package, and we look up to optimize the packaging material and the packaging material that is easily recyclable and a reusable packaging material, and to reduce as much as possible the single use plastics. This was something which we are trying to do, because plastics is something which takes years for decomposing in the environment and poses risk to the environment. So any plastic will leave certain carbon emission and carbon footprint to the nature. So we are trying to find out some alternative packaging material to the plastics which are eco-friendly, biodegradable, and biocompatible. So the plastics reduction is one of the aspect. Definitely, I would like to take and do my part of contribution to the planet Earth, so that my future generations definitely is benefited from this. And apart from this, as I said, knowledge sharing is something which I am currently doing it, and I want to keep continue to do this and to spread as much as people possible, so that this legacy of the packaging design and development in the pharmaceutical industries is taken up. That's all about the social contribution which I would like to do. Yeah.
Right. So now comes the question, which I personally love to ask our awardees, and that is, what are your feelings on winning this Indian Achievers Award? I mean, how did you actually celebrated the news when you got the information about your winning?
I was delighted and extremely happy for receiving this award the moment I heard about this news, because it's a pride moment, no doubt about it, because many times we do good things, but only sometimes we get recognized. So getting recognized always gives us the boosting to do furthermore, bigger and better. So definitely, this award has given me a lot of encouragement and keeps me motivated to do bigger. And I should also thank Indian Achievers Forum for taking this initiative and identifying the people who has gone a little extra into their respective careers and contributed their part to the industry, and recognizing them and awarding them really is a great gesture. I appreciate IF for doing this.
Thank you, sir, and I once again congratulate you on this achievement of yours.
Thank you.
Right, sir. So now, last but surely not the least, what message or mantra you would like to give to our younger generation to become successful in their careers?
Well, my belief is that nothing is perfect in this world, actually. So, no matter how good you are, you will be facing criticism in your career as you progress, and you can't impress everyone. That's the reality, right? So, you need to be in the real life, and you need to face all these challenges, because you need to be fearless, basically. Fear has two sides of it. Forget everything and run away, or you face everything and rise. The choice is with us. So avoid escaping, any kind of fear, and you need to face the challenge and rise by yourself. That's what I would say, and never try to give up. And you have to, be confident enough in every situation, and face the world, and you will be successful, sure. That is one little advice which. And second, what I would also like to tell is that the change management process, because change is something which is inevitable, change is constant, and change is a part of life. So as the young generation keep moving, normally we try to stop our learning process, but learning is a continuous process where they need to adopt new skills, upskill their technical aspects, and with this, you will be ready to face the new technologies, techniques, and tools that are evolving as a process. So you have to take this as a continuous process. This is a little advice which I would like to give to the young generation. And with this all, definitely, they are going to be successful in their careers.
Right, sir, and I'm pretty sure that these words of yours will surely be helping out the youngsters out there. So, thank you so very much for joining with us today. It was lovely talking to you, and I wish you all the success for all your future endeavors as well. And may you continue to inspire us the way you are doing. Thank you so very much for your time.
Thank you, Varsha.